So today we are going to see types of different models used in geometric modeling, and this is related to chapter number 2, computer graphics and geometric modeling. So what are these model and what is their use, especially that we will see. So basically there are three types of models. First one, wireframe modeling, then surface modeling, and then solid modeling. These three are the basic types of models, and these are important for selection of drawings, selection of models when you go to the software and you start modeling the drawing. Obviously these are having different applications. For example, if you want to draw the model of car body, there is a different type of model. If you want to draw a model of skeleton, there is a different type of model you have to select. So as per the applications of model, representation of model, we have to select the type of model accurately. Now first of all, let us see what is this wireframe model. Wireframe model, I will simply define it as it is generated with the help of points and curves. There is no surface in the wireframe model, there is no solid in the wireframe model. Simply it is constructed with different points and curves. So these points and curves prepares the model. You can simply call it as it represents the skeleton of the object. It represents a skeleton of the object, that is simply called as a wireframe model. Now what is its advantage that we will see? Obviously it is a simple method and it requires less memory space, as it is generated with the help of points and curves. Obviously it will have less memory required in modeling. That is so simple. Now if you go to the its forms, it forms the basis for surface and solid modeling. That is also true. Why? Because when you extrude one line, it becomes a surface. I am repeating, you draw one line, you extrude that line, it will become a surface. So wireframe model, it was required for generating the different surfaces, and from the surface you can generate the solid, that is so on. But it is required for generating these two types of model, surface model and solid modeling. Then manipulation in the model can be done easily and quickly. Obviously it is, see, actually wireframe models are not that much critical. If you make wireframe model very critical, so it is very difficult to understand. Because of the difficulty in the structure, you cannot interpret a wireframe model. So wireframe model must be very simple to understand. So therefore if it is simple, you can do the different types of changes in that wireframe model. Now let us see one diagram which represents the disadvantage of this wireframe model. So this is the one of the serious limitations in wireframe modeling. You can see this diagram on the screen. One of the serious limitation, that is orientation and weaving plane. Due to this, it is very difficult to interpret the object from particular weaving plane and creates confusion. See, if you see the object from this side, it will look different. If you see from this side, it will look different. If you see from this side, it will look different. It is okay because it is a view from different side, but you cannot exactly interpret what is the orientation of this object. This is the problem. अभी आपके सामने जो बॉक्स है, उसके अंदर एक बॉक्स है, फिर उसमें लाइंस जो है वो ज्वाइन किए हैं, तो यहाँ पर ऑब्जेक्ट का एग्जैक्टली स्ट्रक्चर क्या है जो उसमें दूसरा एक बॉक्स है, बॉक्स के अंदर एक दूसरा एक बॉक्स है, उसका एग्जैक्टली स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, ये आपको समझने में थोड़ी सी परेशानी होती है. So this is a limitation of wireframe modeling. You cannot exactly interpret the inner object in the wireframe modeling. This is the problem. Now we will go to the next point, that is another advantage, lack of limitation to determine object profiles such as a circle or curved surface. If you see this point, you see this diagram, it shows a curve here. Here curve is there, and there may be confusion whether it is a simple curve or it is a circle, it is having a specific radius, it is having a center or not. You cannot easily determine what will be the center of this curve. So it is quite difficult in wireframe modeling. If there is a curve, there must be a center. This is a simple logic and straightforward. But it is difficult to identify the center of this curve. So this is one disadvantage of wireframe modeling. Now another disadvantage is that physical properties such as a mass, surface area, volume, center of gravity, etc. are not possible to calculate. Then wireframe model has no knowledge of surface faces, therefore it will not detect interface between two mating components. This is also disadvantage, because if there is one object here and there is another object, so the common surface in between these two objects you cannot determine. This is the one disadvantage. Common surface in between two objects, it is very difficult to interpret. This is disadvantage. Obviously you can understand easily if there are two boxes and these are joined together, so common surface belongs to which box, it is difficult to understand in wireframe modeling. This is a serious drawback. So therefore it is not implemented in NC tool manufacturing, then in robot arm simulation. So all types of, these are types of solid models and it comes under solid model, robot arm simulation. Then to construct the model we require lot of data compared to solid models. I have experienced this a lot, because in initial days when I was using ANSYS software, and ANSYS software just new versions was launched. Their solid models were very difficult to draw in ANSYS software. So we used to enter the coordinates of the point, then join that 2 point. Likewise, we used to waste lot of time for drawing a simple models made up of points and lines. Nowadays it is simple to draw a model in CATIA, but in initial cases it was very difficult to import the model from ANSYS software from CATIA software to ANSYS software. But we used to draw models by the data of point, the data of line. So one by one structure we used to draw, and it was very time consuming. It was very time consuming. So therefore and it requires lot of data. So wireframe model is not suitable nowadays for constructing critical or huge size models. Then it do not represent an actual solid, no surface and no volume. You cannot use the wireframe model obviously for modeling of a mobile, modeling of a laptop, mobile of a car body, because it does not represent a solid itself. It is just representing a skeleton, and it cannot be used for modeling a complex and curved surfaces. Wireframe modeling, obviously it cannot be used for modeling curved surfaces. and which are very complex. Simple curves you can implement in wireframe modeling to draw the models. So complex shaped curves, these are difficult to draw. Then next type of the modeling, that is the surface modeling. We will see in the short now. Surface model, it represents just a surface, it does not represent a solid. Please keep this in mind. One simple example I will tell you. There is one box and there is nothing inside the box. So box has different surfaces. You cannot call it as a solid. Obviously their surface has some desired less thickness. Obviously their surfaces have a desired less thickness value, but it does not represent the solid inside that box. Just example I am telling you. So whenever you extrude single line, it becomes a surface. Whenever you extrude a single line, it becomes a surface. So surface model, in short, you just remember one sentence. Surface models are just used for representing appearance and aesthetic of the object. In short, you can call it as it is just used for representing appearance of the model, how it looks. Rather, I will say it cannot be used for any kind of finite element analysis. It is just used for representing the appearance. Again and again I have repeated the same sentence. Please understand this. Now, advantage of surface model, it eliminates much difficulty and non-uniqueness which present in wireframe models, such as a hiding line. That lacuna is removed from wire modeling, and it is improved in surface modeling. It renders the models for better visualization and presentation. Objects appear more realistic. If you put the drawing, if you watch that drawing which is drawn by using surface modeling, you must understand what is exact appearance of that model. That is the importance of surface modeling. Then it provides the geometry for computer-aided manufacturing and ENC machines. Obviously, it is right. For computer-aided manufacturing, you can feed the geometry in a software for part programming also. So it is useful for CAM. Please understand, and it is it is asked for multiple choice questions many times. So you remember this. It provides the surface geometry for computer-aided manufacturing. Then next, it provides the geometry needed by the manufacturing engineer for mold and die design. This is also correct. For different process in manufacturing, you need to manufacture mold and dies. So their surface modeling is required. Remember this point. This is also for multiple choice question. Then it can be used to design and analysis complex free-formed surfaces of ship hulls, aeroplane, then car bodies. So complicated curves that can be easily obtained in surface modeling. So this lacuna is removed and it is improved in surface modeling. Then surface properties such as a roughness, color and reflectivity can be signed and demonstrated. This is also advantage of surface modeling. So just I have discussed advantage of surface modeling. In the next lecture we will see types of solid model and use of solid model in nowadays. That is what about the wireframe modeling and surface modeling.